lads, welcome back to another video and welcome back to Predict the Six with Jenny.
Hi.
So a new season and we've got new things in the Predict the Six. We've got a new kind of layout. We've obviously not got the split camera type thing anymore. It's just the one camera view. You can see both of us in the one camera view, and of course you'll notice the big colourful thing right behind us. I'll speak about that later on in the video because there's rules and guidelines around it and stuff like that. It's basically just a thing that we've included in this to make the series a bit more fun and a bit more kind of challenging for us in terms of actually predicting the games. But without further ado, without wasting any time, we'll get into actually predicting the games that we're going to predict.
I'm not allowed to give a light target.
Go for it.
So I'm going to do the usual. I'm going to give it a light target now. Since it's like the first series back, I think we'll go with a saved in between. Let's go for 50 likes. I mean, it's not really in between because it's the highest I went last time, but let's go for 50 likes. Do your thing.
Poor effort. Poor effort. I do it better.
So, you know, ladies first. So I'm going to do mine first.
Shut up.
So my first one is Dunfermline versus Dundee. Now, I will not be going to this game sadly, so you won't see me there. But I'm going to keep it real. I have no clue what's happening. But I can't see Dunfermline winning. So I'm going to say that Dundee is going to win. Don't come at me.
You really are keeping your predictions like really down to the core. Like, come on, give us a bit of an opinion. Why do you think Dundee are going to win, and why can't you see Dunfermline winning at all?
Okay, well, Dundee just came down from the Premiership. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yes.
Didn't I tell him that?
No. Dundee just came down from the Premiership, so I feel like they've got like a stage up, which means they'll probably bring like more game. But we do have good players, and I've only seen one game so far. But yeah, we done well. I just feel like the youngsters might not be able to take on Dundee. Don't roll your eyes at me. It's my opinion. And if I'm wrong, I'm very, very sorry.
And now on to myself. My first game is going to be a Premiership game, Ross County versus Hamilton. In my prediction video for the Ladbrokes Premiership yesterday, predicted that Ross County will finish quite high up in the league. I predicted that they will have a pretty decent season overall, and I also predicted that Hamilton will finish bottom of the table. So on that basis, it's pretty obvious what I'm going to go for here. I'm going to go for a home win, Ross County, and just for them to start the season strong, because I did say in the video yesterday that it would surprise people throughout the season, that they'll have a better season than most people would probably give them credit for. So they've got to start off with a home win against a team that not just myself but quite a lot of people will have picked for relegation. So aye, Ross County to win, and I think I'm pretty confident in that one myself.
So my next one is Alloa Athletic versus Partick Thistle. Now, I went to an Alloa game last week, it would have been now, and it was tight. It was quite entertaining. But yeah, I don't really know anything about Partick Thistle, but
Who were they playing on that day though?
Stirling Albion.
And they are in
League One.
League 2, so the bottom division. So they were playing a team that was quite a few divisions below.
But it was still tight. Like,
exactly, that's a bad thing.
competition
That's a
was
bad
there.
thing though. Because they were playing a team for the lower divisions, not a team in their own league.
I suppose, but they have a new manager and stuff, so you know, it might not be on like on the railway tracks yet.
What are you talking about? Railway tracks?
Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna say it's a draw, just because I have no idea what part of this are capable of. But yeah, a draw. I feel I'm sitting on the edge, like I'm getting a sore bum.
Sit on the fence.
I know I'm sitting on the edge of the bloody earth.
Pat's horrendous.
This is what we have to look forward to every week.
Next up, I've got a Lowland League clash between Caledonian Braves and Kelty Hearts. Now, you might be sitting thinking, who are Caledonian Braves? I've never heard of them in my life. And until last week, if you'd said that name to me, I would have thought it was some Highland League team that were in like the lower reaches of Scottish football, not even in the Lowland League. Well, there's a story behind them. They're a football club that's basically run by an app on the phone. They used to be called Edu Sport Academy, which may be a more well-known name to people watching this video, and it was certainly more well known to myself, but through this app on the phone, their fans were allowed to vote on the future of the club in terms of the club's name, what the club kind of stood for and stuff like that. Their badges changed as well, and they're now called the Caledonian Braves. So Edu Sport Academy, now known as Caledonian Braves versus Kelty Hearts. Kelty Hearts started off their Lowland League season very well the other day with an 8-0 win, I think it was. I can't remember who they were playing. I think it might have been someone like Dalbeattie Star or something like that, but you would definitely expect Kelty Hearts to keep winning, keep the momentum going, especially with the quality of players they do have. Yes, Dunfermline reserves walked all over them in the friendly that they played against them, but they seem to have got their act together for coming into the league business. So I'm going to back Kelty Hearts once again. They're away from home this time, but I still think that they'll run rampant over a team like this, and I can just see Kelty Hearts winning quite comfortably.
Okay, so my last one is Kilmarnock versus Rangers. Now this is for all you Rangers fans that told me I was a Celtic fan last season. Just been out there. I just feel like it's kind of like a no-brainer that Rangers is going to win this one, and I could be wrong, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say Rangers is going to win just because they're a bit... Are they in the same league?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well my point's a bit invalid then. Rangers were doing well last season, and like better than Kilmarnock anyway. But yeah, I'm just going to say it's a Rangers win, and I'm going to stop baffling on because I clearly don't know what I'm talking about.
I'll give a bit more insight. Obviously Kilmarnock did well last season, and then they lost their manager. Angelo Alessio's come in, not really taking to Kilmarnock that well, no, especially not the fans anyway. So Rangers are coming into it. They'll want to win on the opening day of the season. Away at Kilmarnock, where they obviously lost in the last game of the season last season, but we all know that a key part of that was Steve Clarke being their manager. Now he isn't. The vibes are the same at Kilmarnock. Rangers are a bit better now, in my opinion, and clearly in Jenny's opinion as well. So Rangers win still.
Rangers win.
And my final one for this week is Arbroath v Coon of the South, and I've picked this one because it's yet another team that I've said will cause a few upsets this year and will surprise a few, and I think that they'll come out on opening day when they get their League One winners flag unveiled and stuff like that. We had that when we came up a couple of years ago, and they were destined to get a home tie because of that in their opening day fixture. So Arbroath have got that. They've got Coon of the South at home. Alan Johnson, of course, Coon of the South manager, he will lose on the opening day, and I'll be happy for it. And then the opposite manager, Dick Campbell, of course, I've got my feelings about Dick Campbell. He's in Good Guys FC. I'll wear the bonnet on the opening thing of the big match. I'm a big fan of the whole look that Dick Campbell represents, and I like him as a manager, and I just think he's one of the top people within lower leagues of Scottish football, and I think Arbroath are lucky to have him, and I think they'll do well in this game and relatively well this season, despite the fact that I do think, even though they'll get into the relegation playoff places, I think they will get relegated, but I think it'll be a decent enough season for them and an enjoyable one for their fans, considering they're in a level in Scottish football that they haven't really been in recent seasons.
I think we have a bit of a fanboy.
We do have a bit of a fanboy. I do like a bit of...
a bit of Dick.
a bit of Dick. Campbell. So, it's now the part of the video where we're going to talk about what this is all about. Now, I understand that with this view right now you can't exactly see, so right now I'll be overlaying clips of what this actually is. It's a spinning wheel, which I actually have DIY'd myself. I bought it for a shop and it was completely different colours, and I've rebranded it to make it a Predict the Six product, and it basically has on it loads of different handicaps for the games. So the premise of it is that Jenny will handicap one of my predictions, I'll handicap one of hers, so whatever one that the spinning wheel lands on, that will handicap our game. So the rules for the wheel are, if it lands on orange, the winner of the game that has been predicted receives -1 goal. So if Jenny predicts in her game Rangers to win and they win 1-0, then Kilmarnock score and then it's a 1-1 draw, so then her prediction is wrong. If it lands on blue, you need to give an exact score prediction, so you can't just say Rangers win, you have to say 2-1 Rangers or whatever. If it lands on green, set piece goals don't count, so if a goal is scored from a penalty kick in a 1-0 win, that goal doesn't count and it then becomes a 0-0 draw, and your prediction is wrong if you predicted a win. If it lands on red, it's a void prediction, so your prediction is null and void, it doesn't count, so you only get 2 predictions that week instead of 3. If it lands on white, it's no handicap, which means that you get off with it. It's like a free pass, it's like a get out of jail card in Monopoly basically. If it lands on that, if I choose to handicap one of Jenny's games, she gets off with it and still gets the 3 predictions with no handicaps on them. And if it lands on yellow, subs have no impact, which means that if a player comes off the bench and scores or assists a goal, then that goal wouldn't count. So if a player came on and scored in a 1-0 win, it would then become a 0-0 draw. So let's get into the handicapping. I'll let you go first. What game?
No.
No?
You go first.
I'll go first. Okay, I'm going to handicap Dunfermline versus Dundee. You predicted a Dundee win, so I'm going to handicap it. And just so you know, this wheel does spin for a very long time if you let it go. So what we're going to do is, we're going to spin it, but then after about 10 seconds or so, I'm going to look away and stop it myself, so that it just stops in a decent amount of time.
Go for it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Void prediction.
Oh!
Doesn't count. You've not got that in this week. One of the players.
Okay, so we're going to make the fanboy cry. I'm going to choose Arbroath versus Queen of the South because fanboy here has clearly got a little thing for Dick Campbell, and I feel like Alan Johnson might pull it out of the bag. So hopefully he gets a void prediction as well.
10, 9, 8, 7. Stop dancing.
6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Subs have no impact. So,
that was so close to no handicap.
my prediction is obviously an Arbroath win. So, if any of the subs come off the bench and have an impact in Arbroath winning the game, then that won't count. Hopefully that's a fun wee addition to Predict the 6. It's a bit different, and just to try and make it a bit more fun for us to film as well, and for you to watch. It adds a bit of spice to it. So, aye. Spice. But that's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. What are they hitting?
50.
50 likes. Comment down below your predictions for the games that we've predicted, and also if you want to predict any other games that you're maybe going to this weekend as well. And what do you think of this new wheel edition as well? Is it a good addition to the series as a whole? Subscribe for more of this type of content. Until the next video though, which will be the matchday vlog for her void prediction, Dunfermline versus Dundee tomorrow. I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.
And I'll see you same place, same time next week. Bye.